YouTube channel Math with Jeevan. So this is again a continuation lesson of our topic algebra. So this is our fourth video. Right, so let's talk about multiplication and division of fractions. Right, so let's discuss the concepts with examples as previous videos. Right, question number 1. Now look at this. 12 times x over 3. Now you want to simplify this. 12 times x over 3. Now children, look at this. This is a whole number and this is a fraction. Now you want to simplify this. So what you can do, if you have this type of thing, can you convert this 12 into fraction? I have told you this. Can you remember? I told you 2 you can write as 2.0. So it's the decimal version, right? 2.0. Or else I can write this 2 over 1 as a fraction. Okay. So both are same. But normally we don't show like this. So in decimal form 2 we can write as 2.0. In fraction form we can write 2 as 2 over 1. Likewise, tell me, how can you write this 12? How can you write this 12? So you can write it as like this. 12 over 1 times x over 3. Right? Okay. So now can you simplify? Yes. How can you simplify this? 3 times 1, 3 times 4. Okay. Now look at this. 4 times x. It is 4x. And 1 times 1. Answer is 1. But how do you show the final answer? 4x over 1? No. You can show the final answer as 4x. So this is the final answer. Hope everybody understood. So here what happened? You have a whole number and a fraction. Then what I did, I converted this 12 into a fraction. It is 12 over 1. Then I simplified. What was the final answer? 4x over 1, but I wrote it as 4x. Let's do question number 2. Question number 2, look at this. 2x over 3 divide by 8. Now what happened? Again, a fraction and a whole number. Here, this is a division. Earlier we talked about multiplication. Now it's a division. Tell me how you can divide this. Before thinking about division, first of all, let's say this is a fraction and this is a whole number. So what you want to do? First of all, you want to have them in the same format, right? So what I am doing, 2x over 3 divided by 8 over 1. Instead of 8, I can write it in fraction form 8 over 1. Now, there is something you want to learn. Some of you may know about this. So, when you have this type of thing, what you are doing, children, you convert this division into multiplication. When you are converting this division into multiplication, what happens? Be mindful. So, what you are doing here, you convert this division into multiplication. When you convert this division into multiplication, what happens, children? You want to take the reciprocal of this fraction. Understand? So reciprocal. How do you get the reciprocal? What is the reciprocal of 8 over 1? It is 1 over 8. Tell me, what is the reciprocal of 2 over 3? What is the reciprocal of 2 over 3? It is 3 over 2. Now can you understand how you want to take the reciprocal? So first fraction they have given 2 over 3. Now you want to find the reciprocal of 2 over 3. What is the reciprocal of 2 over 3? It is 3 over 2. Right? Okay, likewise, when you convert this division into multiplication, what you want to do, the fraction which you have after the division sign. So, be mindful when you are taking the reciprocal, you want to take the reciprocal of the fraction which you can have after the division sign, right? Okay, now tell me what you can do. Can you simplify this further? This 2x means what? Look at this. Actually, this 2x means 2 times x over 3. Right? And multiplication 1 over 8. Now, can you simplify? So, when you see this 2x, it seems you cannot simplify. That's why I expanded this 2x into 2 times x. Right? Okay, so then 2 times x. So, can you simplify? Yes, you can simplify it. How? 2 times 1, 2 times 4. Now, what happened? 1 times x, x times 1, again x, 3 times 4, 12. So, this is the final answer, x over 12. Again, I repeat, question number 1, we had a multiplication, whole number and a fraction. What I did, I converted this whole number into a fraction. 12, how I can write as a fraction form, 12 over 1. Then I check whether I can simplify it or not. Yes, here I can simplify. 3 times 1, then 3 times 4, 12. Then 4 times x, 4x. 1 times 1, 1. Then the final answer, I wrote it as 4x. Without keeping 4x over 1, I kept the final answer as 4x. Now look at the second one, it's a division. Here look at the first part, it is a fraction, and the latter part, it's a whole number. Then as early example, what I did, I converted this whole number into a fraction. How can I convert it into a fraction? 8. So I can write it as 8 over 1 as a fraction. Then if you have a division like this, you can convert this division into multiplication. When you are converting division into multiplication, what happened to the fraction after this division sign? You want to take the reciprocal of it. 8 over 1, what is the reciprocal? 1 over 8. Then you check whether you can simplify it or not. Then when you are looking at this, it seems you cannot simplify it further because here it is 2x and here it is 8. Then what I did, I expanded this 2x to show you that you can simplify this further. 2x after expanding, it is 2 times x, right? Then 2 times 1, then 2 times 4, then 1 times x, x times 1, again x. Then 3 times 4, it is 12. So, answer is x over 12. Hope everybody understood. Let's discuss more questions. It's like this. Question number 3. One over 3 of 12x. Now how do you simplify? Here they have not mentioned whether it's a multiplication or a division. Tell me, this of tells you what? So here it should be a multiplication. So how can you write this? 1 over 3 times 12x. Right? So here they have not mentioned whether it's a multiplication. Earlier you had the multiplication sign and the division sign. But here they have not mentioned whether it's a multiplication or division. But you know this of tells you to multiply. Right? So then how can you do that? 1 over 3 times. So this 12x I expanded again for easy simplification. Look at this. 12 times x. So instead of 12x, I write 12 times x. Now 3 times 1, 3 times 4. Okay, so 3 times 1, 3 times 4. Then tell me 4 times x, 4x. 4x times 1, 4x over 1. Right? Now, how do you write the final answer? It is 4x. It was random thing. So, earlier question we got the same answer, but it was something happened. It was random thing. So, I selected some questions. Somehow, this answer also 4x. Right. So, here what we did, instead of I use multiplication because of tells me to multiply it. So, here what I did, if need, you can follow this step also. 1 over 3 times 12x over 1. You can write if need like this also. Without writing that, I just simplified it and took the final answer. Now what happened? 1 over 3 times 12 times x, I expanded it, here 1. Then 3 times 1, 3 times 4, then 4 times x, 4x. 4x times 1, 4x over 1. Again, the final answer is 4x. Either you can convert this into a fraction, right? And you can simplify like this. Let's move to question number 4. Children, I told you, when I am moving from question to question, you have something to learn. So, without telling anything, I am moving from question to question. Be mindful, in each question I am doing here, you have something new to learn. So, try to understand it. That's what I told you. When you are watching these videos, it's better to have a piece of papers and your pen, because you can pause the video, you can do the sum then and there without waiting till the end of the video. So then and there, when I am explaining, pause the video, then you do it. If you can do it, then move to the next step. If you can't do it, again watch the previous sum. Right. So let's move to our question number 4. Now look at this. Again, it's a division. Now what you can do? 5x over 2. So, division 4. Now, tell me what should be the first step. I want to convert this 4 into a fraction. Right? 5x over 2 divided by not 4. Instead, I write 4 over 1. The same thing. 4 and 4 over 1. Both of them are same. So, instead 4, here I wrote 4 over 1. Now, I have a fraction here after the division sign. So, what is the next step we are doing? We want to convert this division into a multiplication. Then what happens, children? 5x over 2 you write as it is. Then what happens? You convert this division into multiplication. Then what happens? You want to take the reciprocal of this fraction. So 4 over 1. What is the reciprocal? It is 1 over 4. Now can you understand? 4 over 1 reciprocal is 1 over 4. Right. Then can you simplify? Now why I selected this question, children? Earlier I simplified with their multiples. Now look at this. 2 times 1, 2 times 2. Can I simplify like that? No, you cannot. That's what I selected this question for you to understand that concept. So, can you simplify like this? 2 times 1, 2 times 2? No way. Right? Both of them are denominators. You can't simplify like that. Let's say here it is 4. Yes. Now you can simplify 2 times 1, 2 times 2. So, you can simplify like that. Right? But you cannot simplify it this. So, I'll write it again. Here it is 2, 1 over 4. Now, are there any way to simplify this? No. Then what you want to do? You just multiply 5x times 1, 5x, and 2 times 4, it is 8. So this is the final answer. Hope understood. So here what I want to tell you, you cannot simplify like this. So if this 4 is here, yes, you can simplify. Right, let's move to the next question. Question number 5. Okay, now tell me again. They have not given. Now you know when you have of what you are going to do, you want to multiply. So the next step, I write 2 over 3 multiplied 9x over 1. So am I correct? Instead of 9x, I wrote it as 9x over 1 because I want to have two fractions. So otherwise here it is a fraction, it is a whole number. You may be confused. What should I do? No, you don't want to worry. Now I converted this 9x into a fraction. Now tell me, can you simplify this? So it seems can, because 9 is a multiple of 3, but 9x, here it is 9x. Actually, can I simplify? Yes, you can simplify. So if there is any doubt, what you can do, children, 9 times x. Instead of 9x, I write 9 times x, then 1. Now look at this, how I am going to simplify. 3 times 1, 3 times 3. Now what happened? 3 times x, 3x. 3x times 2, it is 6x. 1 times 1, it is 1. Answer is 6x. Right? 2 over 3 of 9x. Then 2 over 3, instead of I took the multiplication and I converted this 9x into a fraction, 9x over 1. Then I wanted to simplify to show you this can be simplified. I expanded this 9x as 9 times x. Then easily you can simplify 3 times 1, 3 times 3. Then 3 times x, 3x. 3x times 2, it is 6x. 1 times 1, it is 1. 6x over 1 means 6x. Right? So, let's do the final question. Right? So, this will be the final question. Look at this. 4x over 9 divided by 2 over 3. Now, what you want to do? You have two fractions, right? Now tell me what you are supposed to do. Listen to me carefully because this is the final question, and here also you have another theory to learn with this question. So what you can do, children, here you don't want to have a fraction separately because both of them are fraction already. So what you can do, 4 times x, 4x over 9. Instead, I am converting this division into a multiplication. When I am converting it into a multiplication, what happens? I want to take the reciprocal of this. That means 3 over 2. Right? 2 over 3, reciprocal 3 over 2. So when you are converting, again I repeat, division into a multiplication, you want to take the reciprocal of the latter fraction. Right? Now look at this. 4 times x over 9 times 3 over 2. Can you simplify? Yes. 2 times 1, 2 times 2, 3 times 1, 3 times 3. Now look at this. 2 times x, 2x. 2x times 1, 2x. 3 times 1, 3. The final answer is 2x over 3. So that's the end of today's lesson. Children, we talk about multiplication and division of fractions. So I discuss few questions, but watch this carefully. You may understand one by one. When I am moving from question to question, you have a lot to learn. So hereafter, if this is the first time you are watching my videos, you want to have few pieces of papers together with your pen while you are watching. Pause the video, you do the sum. So if you can do it only, you can move forward. If not, watch the same sum again, then move forward. Otherwise, no point of watching these videos, what my intention was, somehow at the end of this series, algebra series, you should be able to do sums which you can find in national O-level or a Sri Lankan government O-level exam paper, right? So children, so this is the end of today's lesson. We will meet again with a continuation lesson of algebra, right? So join with us. So inform your friends to join with us. It's Math with Jiva. So you can learn math concepts easily and quickly, right? See you children.